Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. This week we're just doing a new hero. Nothing interesting to announce, but it's a hero made by Zarami off of the Record of Ragnarok anime. It is history's greatest loser, Sasaki Kojiro. He's like a samurai guy from out of history, as most of these characters are. He, of course, comes in a cool little box, which says, Sasaki Kojiro, humanity's greatest loser, has never won a fight while alive. That was mostly because he didn't need to. After he saw his opponent's techniques, he himself was satisfied. But after his death, experiencing his better fight, he practiced non-stop, and now that he's needed for Ragnarok, he will join and try to get his first win. Sasaki mostly learns from his enemy by having cards that see the top card of the deck and replace them, and he does reveal and replace a lot. He's going to be fighting Solo Proletariat, because Letters Page. Fighting alongside Sasaki are Magnificent Mara 1929, The Definitive Bunker, and Target Star Knight, created by Jacob Busby, and we'll be fighting in the Terminus, because I think Proletariat's pretty easy. So, he works about the same as he does in team mode, starts with 4 clones. Non-psychic damage to him gets redirected to the clone with the lowest HP. Start of the villain turn, if he has no clones in play, he flips. End of the villain turn, he hits the highest for 2. And that's all we need to know. Here we go. Flanking Maneuvers starts. Remember, the Proletariat character card deals damage to a hero target. Clone card with the lowest HP deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 melee damage. That's going to hurt a lot. So let's see, he hits Star Knight, and then somebody hits Bunker, and then a clone hits Bunker, and a clone hits Star Knight, a clone hits Bunker, and a clone hits Sasaki. Okay, let's do Hand is Faster Than the Eye, because that will help a lot. Does anybody have relics? I think Sasaki has relics. Yes, he does. Can play a relic card, never mind. She doesn't have any. Bunker obviously doesn't have any. Yeah, so Conjure Relic just ends up being draw a card and draw a card. Bunker, I'm going to play Grenade Launcher. So his power is Definitive Ordnance. Put the top card of your deck under this card. When Bunker would deal damage, destroy any number of cards under this card, and increase the damage by 1 for each card destroyed this way. If you use this power during your turn, you may use the power now. So you put the top card under there, and this means that I can Grenade Launcher. I could make this 1 target 3 projectile damage, or I could make the third target 2 projectile damage. I'm going to do neither. We will just do 2 to Proletariat, so hits that clone, then we'll hit that clone for 2, and we'll hit another one for 1, draw a card. I guess we'll start with Protect and Serve, and grab a Hard Light Shield. Got no cards to move. Her power is Solar Charge. Put the top 3 cards of your deck into your trash. Star Knight regains 2 HP. So, 1, 2, 3, heals 2, draw a card. But this means we're going to be searching and searching for ways to deal damage. Okay, I guess we need to learn from defeat. Reveal and replace the top card of a non-hero deck. Let's reveal and replace. It's an Omega Desecrator. That's about the least bad thing that's in that deck. Search your deck or trash for a technique card and put it into play. If you search your deck this way, shuffle it. Reveal and replace the top card of a deck. So, what do we got for techniques? Ooh, this is a good idea. We're going to start with Smooth Combinations. Whenever Sasaki deals damage, you may choose the type of damage. This means he can hit Proletariat. Also, speaking of hitting Proletariat, these should all have hit him for 1. Forget about that. Whenever one of your cards or powers reveals a target, next time Sasaki deals damage, he may deal another target X reducible damage of the same type that cannot be increased, where X is the amount of damage Sasaki dealt. So that'll be fun. So his power is Evolving Style. Reveal and replace the top card of your deck. You may play or discard the top card of your deck. If a card is discarded this way, Sasaki deals a target 1 melee damage. So we'll reveal it. It is Brute Strength, another technique. I think we'll go ahead and play that. So it says increase the first damage dealt by Sasaki each turn by 1. Whenever one of your cards or powers reveals a 1-shot, increase the next damage he deals by 2. And that's why I have these 2 counters over here, because that's going to happen a lot. Draw a card. The Terminus plays the Omega Desecrator. Increase damage dealt by this card by 1 for each Drudgeon play. End of the environment turn, this card deals the hero target with the second lowest HP 1 toxic damage, which is going to be Mara. She can suck it. Alright, start of turn. Proletariat takes 4 more damage. Plays Share in the Struggle. Oh god. So there's all the clones. Jeez. End of turn. He hits Star Knight for 2. Reduced to 1. The lowest hits the highest for 1, which is still her, so she soaks it. This clone tries to do his thing, and he gets Faster Than the Eyed. So that's at least 1 less thing we have to deal with. And then we do 5 more hits of 2, so she takes 1, she takes another 1, she takes a third 1, Bunker takes 2, and Sasaki takes 2. Okay. Convincing Double. That has interesting potential. Let's just do Improbable Escape and draw 2 cards. Bunker's going to play Ammo Drop. We'll use his base power. Let's do, 2 to that clone, taking it out. 2 to Proletariat, hitting that one, and then we'll destroy one of these cards and do 2 more to that clone. 2 cards because Ammo Drop. Let's do Starbeam. I only need to move 3 cards to the bottom of my deck, and she can do 6 damage and take out a Proletariat. Bunker draws a card. And then we use her base power, discard some cards, heal 2, draw a card. I think I'm going to learn from defeat again. I want one of his defensive techniques. Alright, I should have revealed and replaced first. What do I want? One shot will give him a +2. Oh, and this will just happen. Okay, so reveal and replace top card of non-hero deck. Let's look at the environment again. It's the Omega Throne, that sucks. So the next time he deals damage, he may deal another target X irreducible damage of the same type that cannot be increased. That'll be fun. So we get Kodachi Wielding, reduce the first damage dealt to Sasaki each turn by 1. So now he's got +1/-1, first time each turn. When one of your cards or powers reveals an equipment card, reduce the next damage a target deals by 2. So that's cool. And then we reveal and replace the top card of a deck. Let's do Proletariat. That is a one-shot. He gets a +2 to his next damage dealt. This is not the kind of thing that's going to stack, and that was not an equipment card. Okay, so we'll go ahead and use his power, reveal the top card of his deck. That's an ongoing. We will discard it so that I can deal 1, 2, 3, 4 psychic damage to Proletariat, which means I can also deal 4 psychic damage to one of the clones. Draw a card. The environment plays the Omega Throne. That's terrible. Reduce damage dealt to the villain character with the highest HP by 1. Just what we needed. And the environment turn, the villain character with the lowest HP regains 5 HP. Oh, that's actually going to do something this time. So this guy hits the second lowest for 1. That is going to be Bunker, I guess. And then this clone heals back to full. Wow. Alright, he plays Overwhelm the Mighty. Each Proletariat deals the hero with the highest HP 1 irreducible melee damage. So Starlight takes 4. Let's see, no, we'll do the 4th one on Mara, because then Starlight's still the highest. Oh yeah, and the clone card with the lowest HP dealt her 1 melee damage, which she soaked. So end of turn, Proletariat hits her, Clone 1, Clone 2, Clone 3, hits Sasaki, and that's it. We have a large, meaty environment target over here to deal with now. Anybody have anything good for convincing? Oh yes. Convincing double. Select a player. Player passes a one-shot card to another player, who then puts that card into play as if for their card, treating any hero name on that card as the name of their hero instead. We'll have Sasaki play External Combustion, so he deals himself 2 fire damage, increased to 3, reduced to 2, and what am I thinking? Oh, that's right, that hasn't gone off yet. Well, this actually wasn't the coolest thing I could have done, but whatever. Well, he's going to be dealing each non-hero target 3 fire damage anyways. We'll make this one psychic damage, and that does 2. Kills a clone. Bunker draws a card. That was kind of worth it. That didn't work as well as I thought it would. And then she draws 2 cards. Oh wait, no. I don't have to draw 2 cards. Sasaki has a relic, so we'll let him play it. Yes, it's Mono Hoshizao. When another card named Mono Hoshizao enters play, return this card to your hand. Damage dealt by Sasaki is irreducible. Power is Sasaki deals a target 2 melee damage. And everything else is the same. Okay, cool. Heavy plating time. We will load some ordnance. Grenade launcher. Let's see. Destroy a card, 3 damage to this clone. Destroy a card, 3 damage to the Omega Desecrator, and then 2 damage to the other clone, or 1 damage to the other clone. Draw a card. I think Starlight will Energy Bash, deal a target 1 melee damage. That's going to be actually the Omega Throne. We need to work on that. We'll destroy one of her equipment cards. She deals 3 targets 2 energy damage each. She'll hit this clone and take it out. She'll hit actually Proletariat. And she'll hit the Omega Throne. And then she destroyed one of her equipment cards, so she deals a target 200 damage, hit the Omega Throne. We use her power, heal 2, draw a card. Okay, Sasaki is going to be prepared to die. Whenever a villain target would deal damage to a hero target, you may redirect it to Sasaki. The first time he is dealt damage each turn, you may reveal and replace the top card of a deck. If none of the effects of a technique card were activated this way, use a power. This is very cool. I'm just going to go ahead and use his sword now for 3 irreducible melee damage. Throw that at Proletariat since we can hit him. Draw a card. The Terminus plays an Omega Breacher. Oh boy. Each time a breach will be dealt damage, redirect to this card. Yeah. And the environment turn. Let's see. Villain character. I'm sorry, the villain character with the lowest HP regains 5 HP. Well, got that wrong last round. Whatever, I killed him anyways. And this deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 energy damage. That is Star Knight. Proletariat flips. When this card flips to the side, shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck, reveal the top card of the villain deck until each card's named Proletariat are revealed, put them into play, shuffle the villain deck. Increase damage dealt by Proletariat by X, where X is the number of clone cards in play. Gross. He's immune to psychic damage, so that's not going to help anymore. End of the villain turn, he deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 melee damage. And then if there are 2 villain targets in play, I think 2 or fewer villain targets in play, flip the villain character cards. So this shuffles back in. And we get more clones. And he has +4 damage dealt. Alright, plays a multiplying threat. Destroy each hero ongoing or equipment cards or each the number of clones in play. Well, end of turn he hits the highest for 6. That is Magnificent Mara. One of the clones hits Star Knight for 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Sasaki reduces that by 1. And I got rid of the card that reacts to him taking damage. Okay, let's do looking for this. Sasaki is going to take this technique, put it back in his hand, and then we will put Prepared to Die back out since it's ongoing and limited. And then he has something to play on his turn. Power, he can move a relic from his trash to the top of his deck, draw a card. And now I know what the top card of his deck is. That's important. Bunker plays another grenade launcher. We will load some ordnance. Let's destroy that for 3 damage to a clone, 2 damage to the Omega Breacher, and 1 more damage to the Omega Breacher off the Omega Throne. Draw a card. I need to get rid of that ongoing card. Protect and Serve. That's the last Hardlight Shield. Let's put 2 cards from her trash to the bottom of her deck. Prevent the next damage dealt to any one hero target. And then we'll throw some cards in her trash and heal 2 and draw a card. Okay, so we're going to play Kodachi Wielding again. So reducing the first damage dealt to him each turn by 1. Let's go ahead and use his base power. Reveal, it's an equipment card. So reduce the next damage a target deals by 2. That's going to be Proletariat. And then we will replace that and put it back into play. Draw a card. And now he's set back up completely. Admittedly, need Magnificent Mara for that, but that's pretty cool. Alright, the Terminus plays Part Bearers. Gross. Those guys need to die. Villain character heals 5. I hate it. The Omega Breacher hits the highest for 2. That is Star Knight, who takes 1. And at the end of the environment turn, each device regains 2 HP. If no HP is regained this way, play the top card of the environment deck. The card is destroyed, put a device from each trash into place. So yeah, we need to get rid of those guys. Need to get rid of those guys. Need to get rid of him. Need to get rid of the Omega Throne. Goddamn this fucking environment. Proletariat plays Sharing the Struggle. Again, are you kidding me? Why must we do this? Well, it's a good thing I nerfed his damage by 2, because he's still hitting the highest for 6, and that's Star Knight. Oh wait, this was actually... that hit from that thing was prevented, so she has 1 more HP to soak this with. She only takes 5 damage. And then one of the Proletariats hits Sasaki for nothing, and then one hits him for 2. First time he's dealt damage each turn, I can reveal and replace the top card of a deck. Let's do Proletariats. It's a 1-shot, increases next damage by 2. Okay, Bunker takes 1, Bunker takes another 1, Bunker takes a third 1, 2 to go. Sasaki takes 2, Magnificent Mara takes 2. Ooh, okay, let's get that Improbable Escape back out there, and she draws 2 cards. How about Adhesive Foam Grenade? That would be nice. Power, do that. Okay, I'm going to destroy that card, hit this clone for 3 and take it out. It's very important. And then I'll hit the Part Bearers for 2 and hit the Omega Breacher for 1, draw a card. No, there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Augmented Burst sounds like a good idea. Let's move 3 cards from her trash to the bottom of her deck. Star Knight deals up to 4 targets, 2 damage each. So we'll take out the Part Bearers, which puts the Omega Desecrator back into play, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Nobody else has any devices. I'll hit the Omega Breacher, I'll hit the Omega Throne, which goes to the Omega Breacher, and I'll go ahead and hit the Omega Desecrator, why the hell not? Power, discard 3 cards, heal 2, draw a card. Let's go ahead and play Flowing Footwork. At the end of your turn, you may discard a card and draw a card. Whenever one of your cards or powers reveals a card with a keyword other than 1-shot, ongoing, or equipment, so basically relics, limited cards, and special cards, reduce the next damage dealt to Sasaki by 2. So he's good and set up at this point. Let's go ahead and just do Monohoshizao. 2, 3, 4, 5 irreducible melee damage. We'll throw that onto the Omega Desecrator so we don't have to deal with it. Draw a card. Alright, the environment cannot play cards. Proletariat's nearly back to full, and the Omega Breacher hits Star Knight for 1. Not making a lot of progress here. Overwhelm the Mighty. Speaking of not making a lot of progress. Jeez, the first one of these is going to be 6 irreducible melee damage. Where's Protect and Serve when you need it? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a clone hits Bunker for nothing. And then 1, 2, 3. We can reveal and replace top card of a deck. Let's do the environment. That is the Doom Coil. Oh no. I revealed a target. So next time he deals damage, he can deal that to a second target. That's good. How many hits was that? I don't know. I think it was 3, 4. Bunker will take 1 more. End of turn. He hits the highest for 7, which is Sasaki. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Things are going rapidly downhill. Let's play the Mesmer Pendant on one of these clones. That will be vaguely helpful, I think. Well, let's see. The Proletariat character card deals self 1 psychic damage. Okay, no, it doesn't change character card, so that's fine. She draws 2 cards. Let's play Flat Cannon. Uses base power, grenade launcher, 2 damage to the Omega Breacher, 3 damage to the Omega Throne, 1 damage to a clone. Draw a card. I'm going to play Star Knight Oath. That's not something I ever play. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck, heal 2, draw a card. End of turn, you may move 4 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck. If you do, either put an equipment card from your trash into play or play a card. So let's grab 4 cards that are not equipment cards. Let's see if I've got like a sword in here. I do. Okay. Free sword. To Tsubame Gaishi. Choose a target. Sasaki deals that target 3 melee damage. Then Sasaki deals the same target X irreducible melee damage, where X is 1 plus the amount of damage reduced the last time Sasaki dealt damage. So if you hit something that's got damage reduction, you can hit it again irreducibly. So we're going to pick Proletariat. He's doing 3 4 melee damage. That'll be reduced to 3. He dealt damage to a target, so he can deal the same damage to the Omega Throne. And then that was reduced by 1, so he hits the same target for 2 irreducible melee damage. Cool. Power. Let's use his base power. Reveal the top card of his deck. Dual wield. I don't have that out already. Okay. Dual wield. Another technique. Whenever one of your cards or powers other than this card reveals the top card of a deck, other than that card, reveal the top card of a different deck that you didn't reveal this way this turn. Whenever one of your cards or powers reveals an ongoing, you may destroy this card, and if you do, destroy an ongoing or environment card. That'll be very nice. Draw a card. Okay, being able to destroy an environment card will be very good because we just got the Doom Coil. Each time a hero card is destroyed, this card deals each hero target 2 energy damage. Proletariat heals 5. That's all the damage Sasaki did to him. Alright, Proletariat plays multiplying target. We get to destroy 4 ongoing and equipment cards, which is really bad. Okay, so what I need to be able to do is I need to reveal an ongoing card so I can destroy the Doom Coil. So, we're going to destroy the Hardlight Shield first. It is destroyed, so this card deals each hero target 2 energy damage. Sasaki will take 1, and then reveal and replace the top card of a deck. I need an ongoing card. Who's got ongoings? Magnificent Mara. Please. That is an ongoing card. Fantastic. Alright, I revealed an ongoing card, which means I can reveal the top card of a different deck. So what happens is I reveal that. I can reveal a card from a different deck. We'll do Proletariat. That's a target, so this activates again. And now we replace that ongoing, which means I can destroy this card to destroy an ongoing or environment card. So we are going to take the full damage from this card being destroyed, but then that will be it. So everybody take 2. That's technically still in play, I think. 1, 2. That card is destroyed. We destroy the Doom Coil. And now Starlight can hit 3 targets for 3 energy damage each. We will hit this clone. We will hit the Omega Throne. And we'll hit Proletariat for 2. That's 1 card destroyed. Goddamn. Number 2 will be the sword. Number 3 can be a flat cannon. And number 4 will be the Sword of the Star Knight. And when that's destroyed, discard the top card of your deck, draw a card, and play a card. Play the Emergency Catalyzer. Or actually, let's play this Hardlight Shield. There we go. Oh, and actually there's 5 cards. Let's destroy that Hardlight Shield, and she can do 2 damage to that. Bunker draws a card. And 2 to that, and 2 to the Omega Throne. That was his card play. He hits the highest for 6. That is Star Knight, unfortunately. Which means one of the clones hits Bunker for nothing. So then 1 hits Bunker for nothing. This guy hits the villain target with the highest HP for 2 melee damage. Boop. And then this one hits Bunker, and the last one hits Mara. Start a turn, destroy the Mesmer Pendant. That was pretty good, though. Blah, abracadabra. We will put this card on top of his deck, draw a card. Oh yeah, it's that ongoing energy. Let's play Flat Cannon again. Use his base power. I'm going to do Grenade Launcher. Destroy this, do 2 damage to Proletariat, 2 damage to this clone, 1 damage, finally takes out the Omega Throne. Now we can actually start fighting. Augmented Burst, don't mind if I do. 1, 2, 3. 4 targets, 2 energy damage each. Hit him, kill a clone, Bunker draws a card. Hit another clone, hit another clone. I have like 0 ongoing destruction on this team. Then she does her thing and heals 2. Draw a card. End of turn. Move 4 cards to the bottom of her deck. And we'll put that Hardlight Shield into play. That sounds good to me. Okay, I'm going to play Perfected Style. Play this card next to another hero without a copy of this card next to it. We'll put this on Magnificent Mara. First time each turn the hero next to this card deals damage, reveal and replace the top card of that hero deck. Oh wait, she doesn't deal damage, we'll put this on Bunker instead. Okay, power. We will... Darn, top card of his deck is the Monohoshi Zao, so we're going to reveal it. It's an equipment card, reduce the next damage a target deals by 2. Guess who? And then we'll replace that, put it back into play, draw a card. Okay, what horrors lurk in the Terminus? Entropic Storm. Oh, okay. Start of the environment turn, deal each target X lightning damage, where X is the number of breaches in play +1, then destroy this card. That sounds like a really good card, actually. I could use some area damage. Proletariat plays Doc Tusser. He hits the highest for 5, reduced to 3, which is Star Knight, who takes 2. This clone tries to hit Bunker and can't. So Bunker takes 1, Bunker takes another 1, Star Knight takes 1, Doc Tusser hits the hero target with the second lowest HP for 1 projectile damage. That is either Bunker or Star Knight, who take nothing. Gross. Hand is faster than the eye. We're going to put the Mesmer Pendant on top of her deck. Draw a card. It's Omni Cannon time. Yes, please. Probably. Use his power. Just flat destroy that card. 4 damage to Proletariat. Yeah, not returning it to his hand. Draw a card. Play Sword of the Star Knight. 3 cards in her trash. Heal 2. Draw a card. 4 cards to the bottom of her deck. What do we got left in here? Ooh, Starstone Collimator. We'll get that. Sasaki plays Manjo Muso. At the start of your turn, reveal and replace the top card of a deck. The first time each turn one of your cards or powers would replace a revealed card of each deck, you may discard that card instead. So that's once per turn per deck. Alright, we're going to use Monohoshi Zao. Deal a target 2, make that 3 irreducible melee damage. And then I can deal the same type of damage to, let's say, this clone. Nothing else happens, right? Yeah, he doesn't have any when you deal damage, reveal and replace a card. So, draw a card. Okay, start of the environment turn. Everybody take 1 lightning damage. That kills a clone. So Bunker draws a card. Magnificent Mara is the only hero target who takes damage this way. And the rest of the villain targets take damage. Destroy that card. The Nihilor Soul Furnace comes out. Great. That's a breach. Each time an environment target is destroyed, each hero target deals itself 1 psychic damage, and each minion regains 2 HP. Well, thankfully none of these are minions. Okay, Proletariat's turn for some reason. Regroup and recover. Destroy all clone cards. Thank God. He regains 3 HP for each card destroyed this way. I'm fine with that. Play the top card of Proletariat's deck. Multiplying target. There are no clone cards in play. Play the top card of his deck. Overwhelm the Mighty. He hits the highest for 1 irreducible melee damage, and that is Star Knight. There are no clones in play, so flanking maneuvers does nothing. Alright, end of turn. He hits the highest for 2. That's Star Knight, who takes 1. Doc Tusser tries to do his thing, and he gets faster than the Ide. Alright, I think it's time to do Mystical Enhancement. I'm not sure if I want to do it on the Monohoshi Zao or if I want to do it on Sasaki himself. I think we'll put that on Sasaki. So he's got +1 with his base power. Power, I'll play the Kalpak of Mysteries and draw a card. Magnificent Mara popped out and tickled him. I've been forgetting to do this too. Shoot. Start of turn, let's load the Omni Cannon. It is much better to turret mode than not to turret mode. Power number 1. Load this, and then flat cannon, destroy that card for 3, 4, 5 damage. Proletariat. Power 2. Omni Cannon, destroy 3 cards, and we'll do 7 energy damage to Proletariat. Draw no cards. And because he dealt damage, we reveal and replace the top card of his deck. That's a 1-shot. Sasaki gets +2 to his next damage dealt. I think it's time for a combat recharge. Discard the top card of her deck. Oh, he should have flipped back. That doesn't actually change anything. Interestingly, he's going to flip back at the start of his turn. Alright, combat recharge time. Discard the top card of her deck. Draw 2 cards. And she heals 3. And then we will discard the top 3 cards of her deck. Heal 2 more. Draw a card. Do I have any equipment that I can get out? There's Cosmic Dynamos. There's the Emergency Catalyzer too. Alright, 4 cards at the bottom of her deck. Play the Emergency Catalyzer. Nice. Start of turn. Reveal and replace the top card of a deck. Ooh, it's Everyman's Strength. That's not good. Ongoing does not do anything because I don't have that card out right now. I can discard that revealed card. We will absolutely do that. I have so many options right now. Okay, let's do 1000 Image Defense. Whenever Sasaki would be dealt 1 damage, reveal and replace the top card of a deck belonging to the source of the damage. And then whenever he would be dealt 5 or more damage, we do the same thing. Power. Let's go ahead and start using his base power again. Deal the top card of his deck. It's an ongoing. I will go ahead and discard that so he can deal a target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 melee damage. Don't have smooth combinations out, unfortunately. But that's it. Draw a card. Part Bearers come out. Each device regains 2 HP. We don't have any, so we play the top card of the environment deck. Entropic Storm again. That'll be 2 damage to everybody. That's not quite as good. Okay, Proletariat flips back over, which means we shuffle the trash into the deck and we get 4 clones. Right. I guess I shouldn't have flipped him, but whatever. And he plays Victor. Oh, cool. Yeah, at least Everyman's Strength is not coming out. He doesn't need it, because he's hitting the highest for 6, and that is Star Knight. Clone tries to hit Bunker for nothing. 1, 2, 3. Sasaki takes damage. I can reveal and replace the top card of a deck. That's an ongoing card. So no techniques were activated. I can use a power. We'll do Monohoshi Zao. 3 irreducible melee damage. Probably to Victor. Yeah. And the 4th hit goes to Star Knight. And then Victor destroys all hero targets with 2 or fewer HP. That's not good. That's very not good. Oh no. Okay, well, Improbable Escape will actually not help. So I lose everybody but Bunker. Probable Escape goes off on hitting 0 HP, not being destroyed, and also it resets their HP to 2, so they still get destroyed. The only upside is this is definitive Bunker, and he can put out a lot of damage. Okay, target deals another target 1 melee damage, put a card in a trash pile under its associated deck. The player selects a keyword and reveals the top 3 cards of their deck, putting any revealed cards of that keyword into their hand and discarding the rest. I'm going to select Equipment. There's 1, there's 2. Worth it. Start of turn, load the Omni Cannon. This is all he's doing. Power 1, 3 damage to Proletariat, 3 to a clone, 2 to Victor, because he sucks ass. Power number 2, 7 damage to Proletariat. Draw no cards. Well, draw a card for Victor. Here I'm going to use a power. Choose a target. Increase all damage dealt by that target by 1 till the start of your next turn. One target gains 2 HP. We're going to take the HP. Thanks. Player plays a card. Player may use a power. Player draws a card. Now we'll do the power. 3 damage to this clone. 3 damage to Proletariat. 2 damage to this other clone. Okay, everybody take 2 lightning damage. Bunker takes 1, which is the only good news. Environment plays an Omega Breacher. Cool. Happens there. Each device regains 2 HP. This is the only device. It doesn't regain any, so we play another card. This is the Omega Desecrator. This hits the hero target the highest HP for 2 energy damage. He takes 1. And this hits the second lowest for 1 toxic damage. There isn't one. It doesn't do shit. Proletariat, unfortunately, plays defensive formation. Reduces damage dealt to the Proletariat with the lowest HP by X. That's fine on this side. He kills Bunker. Yeah, he's hitting him for 5. That's a loss. The Terminus is not to be underestimated, and neither is Proletariat. Let's take a look at Sasaki's deck. Revoland. Play this card next to a non-character card. When the card next to this card leaves play, destroy this card, and search that card's deck or trash for a card that shares a keyword with it, put it into play. If a deck is searched this way, shuffle that deck. Perfect Copy. Play this next to a non-hero target without a copy of this card next to it. The first time each turn that target deals damage, reveal and replace the top card of that target's deck. If no effect on a technique card was activated this way, Sasaki deals a target 1 melee damage. When the target next to this card leaves play, destroy this card. Tiger Claw. Sasaki deals any number of targets 2 melee damage. Whenever a target would be dealt damage this way, reveal and replace the top card of a deck you didn't reveal this way. This is the other Monohoshi Zao. When another card named Monohoshi Zao enters play, return this card to your hand. At the end of your turn, you may reveal the top card of a deck, and the power is he deals up to 2 targets 1 melee damage each. And that's it. We actually saw most of his deck. Well, now that I've played the Terminus twice, it doesn't ever have to come back. Although I might do it with Choke Point, that might be fun. So yeah, Sasaki's actually pretty cool. He is very complicated. This variant for Star Knight is good for maintaining things. It makes you kind of focus on your one-shots, because that's pretty much your only way of dealing damage. And that's it for this one. You can find Solo Proletariat and Target Star Knight on Sentinels Community Customs Classics. You can find Sasaki on Zarami's Sentinels Vault. Sasaki will be back. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks to everyone who came to chat. It's been a pleasure. Tabletop Simulator, the review of Sentinels Vault and DLC, Zarami's Sentinels Vault, and Sentinels Community Custom Classics are not licensed to create the game's product. Please support the official release and flip. And we'll be fighting in the Terminus, because I think Proletariat's pretty easy. This always happens when I call a villain easy. You're so correct. Sorry, I need a bit of a brain rest after that card play.